Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study one of the most prominent services provided by AWS, that is Amazon EC2 or Elastic Compute Cloud. These are the points that we need to cover in this video. First of all, what is the need of having online servers? What is AWS EC2? What are the features of EC2? A walk through the AWS website to check out what does it have to say about the EC2 service. Then finally, we will be having a practical demonstration of how we can set up the EC2 servers. No matter whatever kind of applications we run, we shall be requiring servers, sometimes more and sometimes less servers. Setting up these servers is time consuming. It requires a lot of market research plus budget approval. After our project gets done, those servers just remain unused within our company premises, thereby causing the wastage of the huge amount of money that we invested into buying those servers. A more practical solution would be if we can rent those servers for a stipulated period of time when our project is active, and after our project gets completed, we should have the provision to return those servers. As such, we pay only for the duration for which we were using the server. Now, Amazon EC2 is the implementation of the solution that I have just mentioned. Using Amazon EC2, we can rent the servers online for a stipulated period of time. And once our work gets done, we can withdraw or discontinue using that server. Now that we know what Amazon EC2 is basically all about, we can go through the further slides to see some more details about EC2. Amazon EC2 is one of the Amazon Web Services' most well-known service. EC2 lets the users launch and manage secure and resizable virtual computers that are managed by Amazon. So basically, EC2 are nothing but virtual computers only, but the difference is that we make these virtual computers on the platform provided by Amazon and not on our local machine, as we did using the hypervisors like VMware or VirtualBox. EC2 setup involves choosing an AMI template or creating an Amazon machine image, which includes an operating system, applications, and configuration settings. That AMI is loaded to the Amazon Simple Storage Service. AMI is the basic environment package that we require to set up a virtual computer on the Amazon infrastructure. It consists of operating system and some basic applications like the application server and so on. An AWS user can increase or decrease the instance capacity as needed within minutes using AWS Web Interface, AWS CLI or command line interface, or any API or the application programming interface. So these three are the ways by which we can access any of the services provided by AWS. Amazon EC2 eliminates the upfront investment for hardware, and there is no need to maintain any rented hardware physically in our company's premises. It enables you to build and run applications faster, as now our focus is on application building and not on purchasing or managing the hardware. You can use EC2 in AWS to launch as many virtual servers as you need. Also, you can scale up or down when there is an increase or decrease in the website traffic. The word elastic in Elastic Compute Cloud talks about the system's capability of adapting to varying workloads and provisioning or deprovisioning the resources according to the demand. Now let's have a look on the prominent features of EC2, because of which it has become the most widely used service of AWS throughout the world. The first one is auto-scaling. Auto-scaling is basically providing resources according to demand. They either scale up or scale down corresponding to the increase or decrease in demand. For example, we bought 5 servers for hosting our web application. Later on, we realized that it requires 5 additional servers for handling our website traffic. We can easily scale up the additional server requirement using EC2. On the other hand, if we identify that we require lesser number of servers for managing our website traffic, in such case, we can discontinue using the additional servers and use only those many servers that we actually require. Second feature, pay as you go. Even when you use your Amazon EC2 instance service for a few hours, we only need to pay for that time period and nothing more. Amazon EC2 provides you with flexible payment option, which is also one of the most prominent feature of EC2. Increased reliability. AWS is spread across 20 worldwide regions with 70 availability zones. Now, AWS regions are the geographic areas based on continents and its parts, like North America, South America, Europe, Asia Pacific, China, Middle East, and so on. Each region consists of many data centers that are located at different places within the AWS region. Each of these places is called as an availability zone. The availability zones are connected to each other by high bandwidth, low latency network. For example, Mumbai is an availability zone in the Asia Pacific region. So regions and availability zones are the places which have the AWS data center. Now, data centers are those buildings or the centralized locations where the computing resources belonging to any organization are maintained. So AWS has 20 such regions worldwide that cover 70 availability zones. We can store multiple copies of our application in multiple availability zones so that one data center fails or loses data, then the application will not fail completely, thereby increasing the reliability of our application. Increased security. It provides a firewall that enables you to specify the protocols, ports, and source IP ranges that can reach your instances using security groups. Use of key pairs provide additional layer of security. When we are setting up the EC2 server, we are provided with a private key to download, whereas the public key is maintained with the AWS. We have to use this combination of private key and public key in order to access our EC2 resource once it is up and running. Variety of configuration options. A large variety of CPU, memory, storage, and network capacity combinations are available for our instance. As such, we can use any combination of hardware and software specification as per our usage scenario. Now let's have a look on the official website of Amazon Web Service, that is aws.amazon.com, and let us see what does it have to say about its EC2 service. It's always the best idea to go through the official website of any IT service to get to know more about it. So over here we can read out what does it say about Amazon EC2. It says that Amazon EC2 is a secure and resizable compute capacity in the cloud, using which we can launch applications when needed without any upfront commitments or without paying any advance amount. It also says that there is a 7 times fewer downtime hours than the next largest cloud provider. They have millions of customers ranging from enterprises to startups. They have around 22 regions and 69 availability zones globally. They have around 275 instances for virtually every business need. Now we can also see the testimonials provided by some of the big companies who have been using and who have been benefiting from the AWS EC2 service. The first one shown here is the company Allergen. It is one of the famous pharmaceutical company, and they say that when the business says go, we can do that now. We can stand up virtual servers instantly instead of taking several weeks. Whenever we need more compute and storage capacity to support new websites or online marketing campaigns. All they are trying to say here is that whenever they feel the need to expand their infrastructure, they don't need weeks or months for accomplishing that task. All that can be accomplished within a period of very short time. And all the credit they give is to the AWS services. So this makes the EC2 service reliable, scalable, and providing infrastructure on demand. That is, they increase or they can decrease the capacity within minutes, not hours or days. And the AWS region model has been recognized by Gartner as the recommended approach for running enterprise applications that require high availability. Another testimonial that we can see here is of the tourism company Airbnb. They say that we have seen that Amazon Web Service listens to the customer needs. If the feature does not yet exist, it probably will in a matter of months. The low cost and simplicity of its services made it a no-brainer to switch to the AWS cloud. So according to this testimonial, what they want to say is that there is a good customer support provided by AWS, and they also want to say that it's a very easy procedure to switch to the cloud services provided by AWS. So we can also say that they have a customizable configuration options available for different customer needs. For example, they say here that there are about 275 instant types to help optimize the cost and performance of your workloads. Available with the choice of processor, storage and networking options, operating system and purchase model. So we can have our choice of configuration for our server with our specified processor, our specified storage, and our specified operating system choice. Another testimonial that we can see here is of the leading airlines, Cathay Pacific. They say that we looked at many public clouds, but AWS scored most highly against our key criteria, which included stability, security, and breadth of services. So AWS was able to cater the security requirements that the airlines had. So AWS also says that security is their top priority, and they support around 89 security standards and compliance certifications like PCI DSS, HIPAA, high-tech, and so on. Furthermore, another big names that are using and benefiting from the EC2 service are Netflix, Expedia, Bharat Petroleum, GE Appliance, and so on. The AWS EC2 servers are basically virtual computers that are created on the hypervisor application, and these hypervisor applications are installed on computers present in the AWS data center. These virtual computers are called as instances. Now, AWS provides us with 5 different types of instances depending upon our usage scenario. Whenever we launch an instance, the instance type that we specify determines the hardware of the host computer used for our instance. Each instance type offers different processing power, different memory power, and storage capabilities, and are grouped in instance families based on these capabilities. We have to select an instance type based on the requirement of our application or software that we plan to run on that instance. So the 5 different types of instance provided by AWS are as follow. General purpose. This is the most popular one. It is used for web servers, development environments, etc. And it is ideal for business critical applications, small and mid-sized databases, web tier applications, and so on. It has a balance of all the computing resource. Another instance type is compute optimized. It is good for compute intensive applications. That is, for applications requiring high processing power, such as scientific modeling or high performance web servers. Memory optimized. Memory optimized instance type is used for anything or any application that needs memory intensive processes, such as real-time big data analytics or running Hadoop or Spark. It is ideal for high performance databases, distributed web scale, in-memory caches, and so on. Accelerated computing. It includes additional hardware to provide massive amounts of parallel processing for tasks such as graphics processing. It is ideal for machine learning, graphic intensive application, gaming, and so on. Storage optimized. It is ideal for tasks that require huge amounts of storage, specifically with sequential read-writes such as log processing. So the application that requires lot of memory read and write operations, for that type of application, we can go for the storage optimized instance type. It is ideal for NoSQL databases, for data warehousing applications, for distributed file systems, and so on. So we can summarize this as the general purpose instance type are those instances which have or which will provide you a balance of all the computing resource. Compute optimized instance type will provide you the instances with a very high or high performing processing power. Memory optimized instance type will provide you an instance with a powerful RAM. Accelerated computing instance type will provide you with an instance having high performing graphical processing units. Storage optimized instance type will provide you with an instance with a efficient storage mechanism. In the previous video, I had told you that we will be having a detailed overview of the free services provided by AWS. So the different types of free offers available with AWS depends upon the product used. So there are three types of free services offered by AWS. The first one are those services which are always free. These free tier offers do not expire and are available to all the AWS customers at all times. Another one is the 12-month free services. We can enjoy these offers for a period of 12 months following our initial sign-up date to AWS. That is, from the time we register with AWS, we can enjoy those services freely only for a period of 12 months. Another one are the free trial services. These are short-term free trial offers that start from the date we activate a particular service. So over here we can have a look on these three types of free services. As you can see here, Amazon EC2 is falling under the category of a 12-month free service. Under this category, we are getting 750 hours of free EC2 usage per month. Now, if we look here for Amazon DynamoDB, this service is always free for the customers to use, and it provides around 25 GB of storage. And over here, Amazon Guard Duty is another AWS service which we can see falls under the category of free trial service that we can use and test for a period of 30 days. So we are getting a free trial of 30 days in which we can use the Guard Duty service, which is one of the cloud security service, and explore it. And if we wish to continue that service, then we can opt for it by paying the stipulated amount for it. Now we can have a look on the different payment models available for acquiring the EC2 service. Amazon EC2 provides the following purchasing options. For instance, on-demand instance. In this, we pay for the instances that we use by hourly or second basis with no long-term commitments or upfront payments. This type of pricing is most suitable when applications have a short-term or unpredictable workloads that cannot be interrupted. Next one is the spot instance. In the spot instance, request can be done for unused EC2 instance, which can reduce our Amazon EC2 cost significantly. Such instances are recommended for applications that have a flexible start and end time, or users who require urgent computing needs for large amount of additional capacity. Next one is the reserved instance. We can reduce the Amazon EC2 cost by making a commitment to a specific instance configuration, including instance type and region, for a term of 1 to 3 years. Reserved instances are recommended for applications with steady state usage, applications that may require reserved capacity, customers that can commit to using EC2 over a 1 or 3 year term to reduce their total computing cost. Next, savings plan. You can reduce your Amazon EC2 cost by making a commitment to a consistent amount of usage in US dollars per hour for a term of 1 or 3 years. Next, dedicated host. Dedicated hosts are Amazon EC2 instances that run in a VPC or a virtual private cloud on hardware that's dedicated to a single customer. In this, your dedicated instance are physically isolated at the host hardware level from instances that belong to other AWS accounts.